Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go from 1900 to 2000. I had actually already done this with trust issues, but for some reason the recordings got corrupted, and for the sake of fate I got Lair for my first map, which is my most hated map, but never mind, here we go. So I'm just laying down a whole bunch of traps to help me if anything goes bad, which I'm expecting it to. Also, if you can hear my children in the background, that is because it is school holidays and my little one is playing with my older son, so they're playing PlayStation. They'll get quite loud, so if you hear that, I apologise, but that's what it is. And now I have triggered off two of them, but thankfully I'd almost killed the hermit anyway, so now it's just the bowman. Now you also have to be quite careful in these ice maps because there are the ice raiders that pop out of nowhere, and so you need to be kind of mindful that they can pop up at any point if you're not expecting it. So I'm just trying to lure these guys into my traps as much as I can. I'm still taking far more hits than I should, but that is again just my playstyle. See, look at that sneaky little guy. Hey, who invited him? Anyway, so there's the bowman. Another bowman. They're actually not hard to kill at this stage as well. They are most definitely a pain in the ass, and if you don't dodge their skill, they will hurt you a lot. Another one there. Oh, that's a sorcerer. Same thing though. Same thing. Just dodge their skill and you'll be right. Just kind of making sure I've got enough bandages and whatnot. I don't know this map well because I hate it so much. I avoid it a lot, so I don't actually know what to expect a lot of the time, so I'm preparing for the worst and hoping for the best, like life. So we're about to just open the door, so it's there. Luckily I checked because already two got triggered off. Managed to kill one straight away and come back for the bowman, so we're good. Nothing to worry about. And what have we got here? We've got the ice chief. He's the hitty one. I don't mind him so much. It's the hermit I don't like because he's the one with the ice, I don't know what's it called, the ice line thingy that you can't step on because it'll hurt you even after he's finished his skill. But the hit I don't mind. He can try. Sneaky little ice raider, hiding in the corner. So again, like I say, you've always got to watch for those little guys. Now this door, what's happening here? Yeah, see, if I wasn't illusionist, look at my health just from opening that door. I nearly died. Just opening the door nearly killed me. So lucky I was illusionist, otherwise I don't know quite how I would have managed that to reset all four of them. Although this map seems to be if you walk far enough away they reset anyway, so probably that's what you'd do. You'd probably just run your little heart out. And I'm just trying to get him into a better position. The sorcerer, I'm trying to get him into a better position so I can actually, there we go, so I can actually dodge his skill. When he was in the doorway, it made it very hard for me to sneaky little ice raider, right where we were trying to get, Heather, right where we were trying to get the bowman, he was there. So, and I'm trying to get him in a better position too, so I can, there we go, so I can just go left and right to dodge his skill. Easy peasy. This guy, now this one's the hermit. This is the one I don't like, and he kept walking away from me. It's like he couldn't bother dealing with me, but you don't get the choice, mates. I'm just trying to guide him along. And see, now he walks away. This infuriates me. His health went up so much, well, not so much, but quite significantly in that small amount of time. So by the time he had gotten much further, he would have regenerated all his health. So that's why I just stood there and took those last hits. I didn't want to have him heal himself. these guys, the fighters, they're annoying because they'll, you know, you can't help but take hits from them, but whatevs, we can manage that. Scare me. Source of XC, trigger them both, silly kill. So, and you're getting hit. Well done, well done. You got yourself panicked a bit there, didn't you, girl? So, a little bit of panic set in, but there we go. We're under control again. Just gotta breathe through it. Mama's Day, Pixie. Chill. Now, what's behind here? Just a bowman. Is it just a bowman, or is there a sneaky little raider? Yeah, sneaky little raider. I thought it would be too much just to have, well, not enough actually. I thought it would be not enough to just have one guy back there. So sneaky little raider. I can't quite see yet if that's a hermit or a chief, but I'm preparing for either. Hermit, we do not like, but that's okay. And he's gone back and he'll regenerate his health. Fabulous. Yes, completely. Come, boy, come. Keeps walking away. I'm trying to put... Come back. I'm trying to put traps down to keep him immobilized. Now I've got myself in a bit of a corner there, but it worked out fine. I had the bowlers ready. Another trap. And luckily I got him before he skilled gain. Now there's 3 of these, so I don't want to trigger these guys all at once. I want to take one at a time. And manage to get the ice fighter. Sorry for the text notification. I had forgotten to put it on Do Not Disturb, which I have done now. So sorry for that. I tried to edit it out, but then I edited out what I was actually doing, and it jumped and it looked weird. So just don't read my text, it's personal, okay? It's about avocado. Secret. I love avocado. Anyway, so yep, now just getting past the sorcerers. He's in a really bad position for me to see. See, as you can see, he's just nailing me, but I can't even see where he was. So now we're in a better position to see him. Got rid of him. Who we got? Got the brute. They're quite hard to kill. I mean, as a brute should be, right? But it's just a bit annoying. So I use my clones on him just to get him down quickly. Still being mindful that there might be raiders around. Getting this bowman under control. Trying to dodge his skill. How are you? Oh, you're a fighter. Yeah, these guys. Again, like I say, you're going to take a hit no matter what. Deal with it. That is what it is. Same with this guy. Going to take a hit or two. But never mind. Heal up. Now, good old Pix opened the wrong door. Well done, sweethearts. Wrong door, honey. Wrong door. So we're just going to reset them. And then we're going to open up the correct door. Makes more sense, eh? Sneaky little raider. Well, in fact, 2 raiders. And the giant chief, but he's just a wacky guy, so we don't care about him. His whacks don't scare me. They're much easier to avoid his whacks than those ice paths. Just leading him down to the... Come back. Leading him down to the traps. New weapon. Now running back to get those 2 raiders before we get to the caretaker boss. We've still got quite a bit of time. We're still doing good. We'll finish this, no problems. And we're still only using Reapers for the most part, which, you know, just kind of shows the ease in which we can manage these monsters. Now we've got the caretaker and his annoying little sorcerers that come in. I was actually quite surprised at how hard they can hit. Or rather, it's maybe just a combination of 2 of them hitting while running around and trying to shoot the caretaker. As you can see, my health got down quite low by my standards. To me, that's panic low, but to some people that's like, yeah, it's fine, she'll be right. But I like to keep my health quite high. Now we've got Abandoned Forge. I don't mind this map at all, it's fine. But I do know we need to place some traps here in preparation for what's behind the door. We have immediately got a Child of Ash, and that's just, again, they're really easy to kill, but you just got to dodge their skill. The warrior, he's all good too. Just got to keep him still if you can. All of these ones are actually pretty harmless. This guy's annoying, but he's not hard to kill at all. Just avoid his skill and you'll be just fine. Now, if this was Ash Abode, we'd be going straight ahead, but because it's the Abandoned Forge, we will be going through this door, the right door. I brought some ice guys with me this time too, just to give it a go. Get the Plaguey out of the way. The sharpshooter. Just trying to heal up a little bit before I go through the fireballs, just in case I get hit. I don't want to die on the fireballs. Well, actually, it doesn't matter, so you can't retrieve your body if you die anyway, but I don't want to die because of the fireballs. Using my ice scythe on the sharpshooter. I was quite surprised at the effectiveness of this weapon, actually. I tend to not use them very much because I find them quite slow and their damage quite low, but I had a few lying around, so I thought, yeah, I'll get those out of my chest for now. Take them out of retirement for a little while. I'm just placing some traps here because I know that there are quite a few guys back here that I need to deal with, but the first ones are plaguey, so I should have waited for traps. Doesn't matter. I'd rather be over-prepared with traps than under-prepared. And anything really. Again, more life advice from Pixie. Over-prepare. And I triggered 2 there, but that was okay because I used my clones. Just readjusting my things, making sure I've got enough at hand. Just dodging this guy's skill. I know there's a giant back here, but he's not the first one, so I don't bother laying too many traps yet. And it's a stone giant. I really dislike stone giants quite passionately, actually. I don't know why my hatred is deep. Probably trauma from when I first started and they killed me like 800 million times in Odins. They're actually not very hard to handle. As long as you dodge their skill and keep them as immobile as possible, then they're actually not that hard to deal with at all, really. I'm not going to worry about and place any more traps because, well, just because I didn't really. So, Pix not following her own life advice by the way preparing. I am this time though, so I'm inconsistent with my with my preparation. But as long as it works, it's fine. Getting the sharpshooter out of the way. I like to clear most of these guys except the guy right at the back, just to give myself a bit of breathing space for when I have to lead the boss down here. I don't want to have guys I have to sneak past while I've got that hairy guy behind me. This guy. I like how their skill, you can still keep attacking them. I changed my breath. You can still keep attacking them when they're using their skill as long as you stand just outside of it and you won't get hit. So now I leave those guys at the back there, I don't worry about them. But I do change back to my ice guy just to get rid of these little guys. As a fighter, I was trying to keep them mobile, but I did the best. Sharpshooter, you don't even need to bother immobilizing these guys, you just need to knock them out of the way. Again, just making sure everything's all accessible in my inbox. frogs there. I do have this on, the whole thing actually on 2-speed, just because otherwise the video would be 10 hours long, and no one wants to watch a 10-hour long video of me talking nonsense, talking absolutely no useful talk whatsoever. But hey, I'm talking. It's better than, well, to me, it's better than just generic music, but I also like the generic music videos, but I also do like a bit of chit chat. Right, now we're up to the boss. He's not hard to deal with. He doesn't respond to traps or bowlers. You can't trap or bowler him. Loki, so, and those fire rings, they burn, so you can't really go back on them once you're past it. So we're just kind of guiding him, trying not to guide him too fast. One mistake Avery and I did once is we ran out of space. We were guiding him down, and he had many more fire rings than that, and then we ran out of space and we had nowhere to go, and that killed us. So I've learnt from that. I'm sure she also did. Done like a done thing. So I'm just going to go back, and I think I've got across one of the fire rings. I do. Too much at this stage still. Once you get higher, they're a bit more dangerous. So we're getting closer to 2000. Ash Abode. Quite a long map. This one you've got to watch your timing on. Otherwise you will end up running out of time and losing that way, which is frustrating. This one does get choppy in a few places because my mother rang and it interrupted the recording. And I didn't answer because I was recording. And then she rang again because I hadn't answered, and she got worried. And so I had to, the recording cancelled again. And then she rang again, so I ended up just pausing it for a minute, talking to her. So I do get quite distracted in this, and there are quite a few mistakes because I had, oh my lordy. It was on Do Not Disturb too. I don't know why the call came through, but it did. And that's fine. And also my 6-year-old, there's a few really bad mistakes I make in here, and that's because my 6-year-old was trying to show me something. And I was trying to be very mindful to pay attention to him because he's my boy, he's my brother. And, you know, it's not nice to feel ignored by your mum. So I tried to give him attention, but it was just at a critical moment. So there was a mistake I made here. It didn't kill me. I can't remember where it was, but one of the really dumbass mistakes I made was because he was showing me something. And that's okay. Mum life. You know, it is what it is. Some ladies here. I have a feeling it was around here somewhere that he was talking to me. But maybe I'm wrong. I really can't remember, to be honest. But I do know that there has been at least 2 phone calls from Mum by this stage. So sorry about the choppy editing. I tried to make it as seamless as possible, but you know, I can only do so much magic. Just to get out of the way. Such a long map, this one. It really is hard to, at the higher levels, it's really hard to find time to manage to finish it. And those right beside me there, to my right, just behind me now, there's a piece of wood, like a broken abandoned cart thing. That's where my son was talking to me, and I got hit by the plague. You can get trapped on those really easily, so you've got to be so careful when you're around those to not get stuck on them, because they do have little invisible bits that stick out, and you can get trapped and die on those. So that's that done. So now we're getting closer. Gotta get this guy out of the way. Just a big hairy guy, easy to kill. I apologise for one of my last videos too. It was pointed out to me that there was an overlap of me speaking, and that is because I do not listen back to my speaking. Once I've finished speaking, I upload it straight away, because if I listen back, I'm not going to post it, because it's so cringe hearing my own voice, and it's so cringe hearing the dumb stuff I'm saying. So there was an overlap that I didn't know about. Sorry, I'm still very new to YouTube stuffs and recordings and editings and all of that. Still very, very new, so please forgive me for my average recordings. But hey, average gamer mom. That's what I do, average. So now I'm just laying down some traps, getting ready for... actually, I get the Child of Ash first, but you don't need to really lead him. Just going to avoid a skill. And as this guy I was laying the traps down for, because their health is quite large at this stage. It's still manageable, but it is quite high. So I just want to kind of keep them immobilized as possible. So we're still working our way up. It's such a long map, like I've said about 800 times, so we're not even quite there yet. I'm laying a trap there because I thought there was people behind it, but there isn't. It's these fire things that I cannot seem to get them. It's such a simple pattern. I don't know why my brain won't process it, but it won't. But we got through anyway. 2 of them, so I reset them. That was another phone call there, that's why it's jumped. Sorry about that, but it was just me resetting them. I didn't do anything else. I just spoke to Mum and said, listen, trying to record and you are going to have me killed. I'll call you back soon, Mum. So that's why I jumped to that, because I went away to actually answer one of her calls. And all this jumping around is where she had tried to call. So sorry about that. She was worried, because I always answer my mum's calls. I never don't answer, and so when I didn't answer, she was like, wait, is she okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm just doing very busy and important things, being very busy and important, playing a game like all grown women do, right? Exactly. Got some plagueies. At lower levels I do just kill them, because I just can't be bothered, but at this level they hurt if you don't dodge their skill or their explosion. And now we are at the boss. I'm flustered by this point because of all the phone calls and pausing, so I don't do so great with the boss, but I mean, I still win, of course, but I just really kind of bumble my way along, and for some reason I think traps are going to work. But so it's the Whisperer. So the Whisperer's fine, and there's no real concerns around the Whisperer, but you just need to watch that damage reflect, and I couldn't see above the head, so I needed to get into a position where I could see. But then when I was in the position where I could see, it was allowing too many hits on me, so I had to just kind of run around a little bit and heal while watching for the damage reflect. And yeah, we're getting there with them anyway. Just gotta watch those purple over his head. Bring him back in this room because I can actually see a bit better. Now I can't see it all above his head. And those clones come in clutch, and we are done. So now I believe that puts us on 2000. I really want the Ice Fox. I don't have it. I want it in my collection. So I'll open the 2 chests now, hoping to get the Ice Fox, which I don't get. Maybe next time. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.